Hey guys, this is Michael with Shape Up Fitness and Wellness Consulting here in Charlotte. I'm going to talk to you about how to lose weight and have a nice toned body without just losing muscle mass as well and being lean but flabby. So one of the key things about this is that you need to lift weights. Okay, I know a lot of women are not excited about hearing this. They're afraid of getting big and bulky. But that's not really the case, okay? If you lift weights 3 days a week as a female for about 30 minutes to an hour, preferably an hour, you are not going to get big and bulky. It's just not in your body. You don't have the hormonal levels necessary in order to get there, okay? And if you lift weights, please make sure that the weights are heavy. We're talking about lifting weights that exhaust your body after 7 to 12 repetitions, okay? You want to, and in the first set, we're not talking about the second set or the third set. We're talking about the first set after 7 to 12 repetitions. Your body is shot, your muscles are shot, are tired, and you actually need a rest in order to continue. If you can't keep lifting this weight over and over and over again without any rest, you definitely pick the weight too light and there will be no adjustment in your body. So that's a key thing. So go away from just spending your time on the elliptical, on the treadmill, or running outside for hours and hours in order to lose weight. That is not the optimum way to do it. It definitely helps to run, it burns calories, but it's not the optimum way. The best way really is first to lift 3 days a week intensely. Okay, so that is really important. And what you want to do is, after you finish a set of 7 to 12 repetitions, give yourself a break after that set. And we're not talking about a break where you just run around, talk for 5-10 minutes with somebody and then start back on. No, you really want to have a break of about 45 to 90 seconds. So the less weight you lift, the more repetitions you do, the less is the break. The more weight you lift, the more weight you lift and the less repetitions you do, the longer is the break. Okay. So that will allow you allow your muscles to recover partially, but not fully. Also, do yourself a favor. Kick those isolation exercises, triceps extension, biceps curls. They are great. I know everybody does them, and you want to have a lean arm and you want to have a long lean muscle. Forget about that, okay? Really, if you want to get the biggest bang for your buck, you want to use compound movements like push-ups, bench press. You want to do chin-ups or lat pull-downs. Things that use your back, your arms, your shoulder. You want to have exercises like squats, deadlifts, single leg squats, single leg deadlifts. I mean, these are great exercises that give you much more bang for the buck than, let's say, a biceps curl or a triceps extension or something in that shape or form. Now, if you do have the time and you still have some energy left for that at the end of the training, then either you haven't trained enough or you're in tip-top shape, and then feel free to add it on. But most of the time, most people don't need those and they can get in a formidable shape without wasting their time on isolation exercises. Now, the time after your exercise is just as important as the time before or during your exercise. So you work intensely, you really give it all, you're done. Okay, what now? Well, the thing is, most people are like, well, I want to lose weight, so I'm not going to eat anything. Well, no, that's not it. So what you really want to do is, you want to get, within the first 30 minutes after your workout, you want to get like a protein shake, preferably a recovery drink with like a 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio in, that really helps refuel those muscle cells, prepare you for the next workout, reduce your muscle soreness, and doesn't really store all too much fat because you spend some energy here on your training. Now, all this strength training will help you gain lean muscle mass which in return will work for you while you're sitting at work on your butt doing whatever you do. Okay? Now, if you want to supplement the strength training, then I would recommend some high-intensity interval training with it. Why high intensity interval training? Well, it's pretty simple. If you go and run for 30 minutes or 60 minutes at a time, and you increase your caloric burn, absolutely, for 30 to 60 minutes. With a high intensity interval training, the so-called EPOC, it's a excess post-exercise post-exercise consumption, oxygen consumption. What happens with that is, after you're done with your workout, you're still breathing more heavily for an extended period of time. Your heart rate is still accelerated. Your muscles are repairing. Hormonal levels are adjusting. All that, and that can last for up to 36 hours. So, and that needs more energy. So you're burning more energy after high-intensity interval training than you would after doing 30 minutes or 60 minutes of aerobics. Okay? So how does high-interval training should look like? And what I would recommend is usually start out with a warm-up of 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure you're thoroughly warmed up, that you're not warming up too hard, and then you're hitting it. So for 6 to 10 sets, excuse me, I had a cold. For 6 to 10 sets with intervals of 20 to 60 seconds only. That's it, 20 to 60 seconds. And you're going all out for 20 to 60 seconds. Everything you've got in the tank, okay? Then you have a rest phase, which can be anywhere of 10 seconds to 1.5 minutes. Probably with this, you want to be a little bit on the shorter time frame. So somewhere between this, I would probably not go longer than 60 seconds of a break, where I would keep moving whatever you're doing. So if you've been running for 20 or 30 seconds, run as hard as you can, walk for 10 to 20 seconds, run as hard as you can, walk for 10 or 20 seconds. And so you're getting a lot of bang out of that for your buck. Okay? What exercises should you use? Now, recently it's come more and more prevalent that people are using like weightlifting exercises for that. You could use squats for that. You can use all kinds of stuff for that. I'm not a big fan of that necessarily, because depending on the exercise, and if you get tired, your form could start falling apart. If you don't have a buddy who watches you closely, you can really get injured. So I would suggest picking for your high intensity interval training something like running, jumping jacks, burpees, elliptical, bicycle, you name it, Stairmaster. You can do all these, and those work perfectly fine. If you feel like you max it out on the Stairmaster because it goes maximum speed and it's nothing giving you, well, put a weight vest on and off you go. Okay? So these are all things that you can do for your high intensity interval training. Now, the last part is probably the most important part, and that's nutrition. Okay? Now here what you can do is you can there are so many websites out there where you can log your food. And you're not a big fan of that, you don't want to log your food, you don't want to cook, well, just forget it. Okay? If you don't want to change what you're doing nutrition-wise, forget it. Don't even worry about losing weight, just don't think about it. Just do whatever you keep doing, you work out, you get fitter, but you're not getting slimmer and not getting any leaner, because most of the time you're overeating, your eating is not that good, so you really want to look at your nutrition. There are sites like 411fit.com, My Food Diary, or MyFitnessPal. There are so many websites out there that give you actually the amount of calories that you need, that will also tell you how much protein you're supposed to have, how much fat you're supposed to have, how much carbs you're supposed to have. So it's a pretty easy way of getting where you want to be. Now, another way could be you could talk to a dietitian and they give you a customized plan. I've had, most clients don't work well with customized plans because they don't like somebody telling them what they need to do exactly, and if they can log it, it works a little bit better for them. Now, when it comes to food, okay, if it doesn't look like food, don't eat it. Okay, a potato chip doesn't look like food. It has never, you don't see potato chips growing on a tree. The same thing is for many other products. You know, I don't know if you have cereals. I mean, I don't know. If you see anything growing like this somewhere, then might as well eat it. But honestly, the best thing is, if it doesn't look like food, don't eat it. So just go into the grocery store, stay on the outside of it, buy lots of vegetables, fruits, buy good quality meat like pasture-raised cattle, beef, you can pork that is pasture-raised, good fish, and so on and so on, poultry. So there's plenty out there. Make sure that you have a lot of fruit and you have in a small amount some nuts. Just stay away from peanuts. So there you go. This is pretty much what you need to do in order to achieve your goals. And you need to cook a little bit at home, but there are plenty of recipes out there that are quick and easy that you can prepare on a weekend. Within 20 minutes, the thing is done. You've got food for the week, or at least most of it, and you only have to cook one more time during the week. Okay? So if you have any questions about this, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 704-777-3743. We're here to help you accomplish your goals, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye.